Adding a squeeze of citrus, typically lemon or lime, causes the blue to shift toward purple or even pink, due to the pH sensitivity of the pigment in the flour. Shio ramen. Shio means salt and shio ramen is the purest, most technically demanding of all the main styles. The broth is clear, often golden, or very faintly colored. And the seasoning comes from a carefully crafted salt tear rather than soy sauce or miso, because there's nothing to hide behind. The quality of the stock is completely exposed. A weak stock makes a weak bowl. There's no fermented depth from miso, no soy sauce, umami to prop things up. It's just the bones, the water, the aromatics, and the salt. It's considered by many ramen historians to be the oldest of the four canonical styles. The most commonly cited origin point is Hakodate, a port city in Hokkaido, where Chinese traders brought noodle soup dishes in the late 19th century. Because the early versions were relatively simple, seasoned mainly with salt and built on chicken or seafood stock, they get credited as a prototype for what ramen became. Hokkaido Shio ramen remains a point of regional pride. And the local style typically uses chicken or seafood as the base with a broth that's almost completely transparent. The noodles used are usually thin and straight, which suits the delicacy of the broth. Toppings tend to be white fish cake, thin slices of pork, bamboo shoots, green onions, and sometimes a drizzle of flavored oil, often chicken or sesame, to add a little body. Some modern shops use yuzu oil or shrimp oil for a layer of aromatic complexity. The salt alone can be a complex formula. Some shops blend sea salt with kombuashi, dried fish, or fermented ingredients to create a tear with more dimension than a straight salt solution. The craft is in the subtlety. And eating a great shio bowl slowly reveals layers you wouldn't have predicted from the clean, unassuming surface. Lemon ramen. Lemon ramen emerged from the broader wave of experimental and regional ramen development that accelerated in Japan during the 1990s and 2000s. As shops began pushing beyond the four classical styles, the defining element is citrus. Usually actual lemon juice or lemon zest incorporated into the broth or tear, which gives the bowl a bright acidic lift that feels almost foreign in the context of traditional ramen. The base is almost always shio or a light chicken stock, because a heavy broth would fight the lemon rather than carry it. The acidity needs space to register. What you get is a broth that's savory but also bright with a freshness that cuts through the usual richness. It's one of the few ramen styles where you finish a bowl and feel lightened, rather than weighted. Some versions add yuzu in place of or alongside lemon, which gives the citrus note a more floral Japanese character. Lemon ramen often goes with chicken tempura, which adds some crunch and richness that works well with the sour broth.